Hi, good morning, everybody. Okay. Uh, Today's video is just to add on to the trend video which I've already shared with you guys, and hopefully that it will just give you a bit more perspective. Because when we talk about, uh, when when we talk about trend, right? It's normally not really enough just for one video. Okay, you have to be keep on going and refining that approach. Okay, adding more values, adding more what are the info to make it more complete. Okay, so let me just give you an example. Okay, this is USD CAD, and as you can see, I've already made the list for my July targets. Okay, for instance, my July targets, and then which pair am I looking at for July, and why am I already preparing it now? I'm in July right now. I mean, even though there is still 3 more days towards the end of the month. First of all, right, I always believe that it's better to be prepared than rather we predict the market only after the market opens on July. So it's better to be prepared than not prepared at all. Okay, so that is what I always believe. Or we always try to think a step ahead most of the time. So at least when the thing happens, when certain things happens, right, you want to be on top of situation. Alright, that's the reason why. So let's go for USD CAD. I'm going to share with you in this case. Okay, so right, when I back in the when I was starting out in the first 2 years of my trading, right? Okay, when I look at this kind of pair, okay, at that point of time when I was just starting, I only look at one way out of the market, and then I say, okay, price is still in a downtrend, and I always look for sell, right? And then I go to my H4, and then when I look for sell, and then I just got toes, right? Then after here, okay, then maybe it's a buy, then I get toes again. You get what I mean? So at the end of the day, then I start to ask myself, what the hell am I doing wrong, right? Now over the years, as I get more screen time on the markets and how it moves, how it behaves, and understanding structures, understanding momentum, understanding supply and demand, understanding the market players, the participants, and that's where I get a better understanding than I was starting out in my first 2 years of trading. Alright, so because at the end of the day, when you see a market, whether is it trending higher or lower, you want to ask, is this move going up to go down, or what is the significance of this movement? Why did market move in this way? Yeah, a lot of people will tell you about the fundamentals, about the FOMC, and then the interest rate and all that. I don't give a shit. Alright, I only see about the technical analysis in this case. Alright, price has been oversold in this case. Alright, price has been oversold. Look at this, how terribly oversold is USD CAD. So it's just a matter of time before this thing goes up. Okay, okay, don't look too big of a picture when you want to analyze your charts. Okay, some people even do take from there's a resistance here. It doesn't matter. Alright, like the rock said, it doesn't matter. Alright, what is more important right now, right, when you look at a daily trend, when you look at the markets, is what is this move? What is this thing trying to tell us what market wanna do in the probable future that is not yet written over here. We don't care about whatever thing that has happened there. What cares here, and what orders we want to make, whether it's an upside or downtrend, so that we can make money. That's it. Don't think too hard. Alright, so now let's begin. So when you look at this market, okay, so I ask myself, what is this move? So before this move happened, what was the market doing previously? It was in a downtrend. So you must ask yourself, what is the market doing previously before you see what is happening right now? Okay, So we knew that market is on a downtrend previously, okay, which is very strong downtrend. And then what happened? What is the information that we're having here? We have information here that after a trending move, market will always make a base, or market will go sideways. And who is in this sideways? Yes, the retail, the buyers, the sellers, the big boys are all in here. And then who pushes this market? Of course, it's the big boys, right? Big boys is the one that pushes this market. So what can, in this case, we have a clue, okay, that there is a chance, there's a probability chance that the big boys want to push this market higher to where it is right now. It won't stop here to me. Okay, if the big boys want to make money, they want to make tons of money. They want to make tons and tons of money. They want to make sure that market reach to a point where their addictions is satisfied. Alright, so in this case, what significance in this case, we can see an order flow. Okay, I call this an order flow. An order flow means that where is the intention that the market want to go. And why do I call it an order flow? This is the chapter 2 where I will share with you about inside bar and the significance of inside bar. Alright, in this order flow, how this market pushes up, we can also see that there is an inside bar here, and within this inside bar, price is going up and down, and we can see that in this case there is an inside bar fakie here. Alright, this is the mother bar, inside bar, okay, still is within the mother bar, force break of the mother bar, and people goes in, and then when it goes down they close, and then after that price push up. So this is a fakie, because most people close here thinking that it's going to be, oh no, you escape out of the mother bar, it's going to be an inside bar breakout, but your sell is never going to materialize after price drops down to where the bias is. So don't make that mistake like what I did, alright, previously, way back. Okay, so we're done here. Okay, and usually, and then we can see a fakie, and then price broke out to the upside above, way out of the mother bar. So what are we looking at? We see an order flow towards the upside. That's one we knew, and then we knew that most of the time price will move towards the direction of the breakout. In this case, the direction of the breakout is towards the upside. So over the next few weeks or maybe months, right, we may want to be buyers. Okay, may want to be buyers, and then take any kind of is there any kind of move that is going towards the downside? It could be a liquidity grab, or a correction, or a retracement. Okay, and then before price push up, alright, before price push up, to continue a change of structure from a downtrend to an uptrend based on this order flow that we are seeing. Okay, and if you remember from my trend videos, right, never buy at higher high. Identifying the order flow is good enough, but that does not mean that after you identify the order flow you can enter straight away. No, you need an entry trigger. You need a proper location where you believe that the market should drop back to the value areas before you look for a buy. You don't want to buy when price push up. You want to buy when price is at low, when price is near to demand zone, or price is near to a broken structure. That is where you want to buy. That is where price action happens. Okay, so in this case, what will I do? Okay, so in this case, what I see here, price making sideways movement, and then before we see at this candle, price starts to look intention to break out, and this is the inside bar here, mother bar here, inside bar, price push up. So in this case, this is where the big boys started to make their appearances here at this candle, and then this is the start of the movement that pushed this market up. And that's it. That is my freaking zone for July, and that's it for my buy. this will be my area, this will be my zone for me to look for a buy should price rotates down here. If price doesn't rotate down here and keep on going up from here, I am not interested at all. Okay, not yet. Because why am I not interested to look for a buy from here is because I can see that there is a slight bearish pressure that is building up. And after a move, remember, after a move, price will always make a sideways movement before moving towards the upside. So anticipate that kind of market phases. Okay, market move in phases. Okay, it doesn't go in a straight line. All right. Okay, you can use Fibonacci here. Okay, you can use Fibonacci from the last okay, the last big move here, and then until here. All right, and then you can take a buy here. But the thing is, right, your buy here is not going to materialize yet based on this kind of, because at the end of the day, right, it's not a location that I would like to buy in this case. Okay, in this case, what will probably happen, most probably you will just go up here, and then the next thing, because of the next sweep will be also the NFP, right, and then possibly should come down again, and then we can see a roller coaster. I mean, it's not going to be a straight line, it's not going to be pretty at all. Okay, it's not going to be pretty at all. Okay, that's going to be, before a big move happen, right, price will always consolidate, and then move sideways, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, before anything happens. So don't I mean, just look at it objectively, right? So I'll just take my level here, and then I'll just put my zone here. No, but let me see. I think the point of breakout is good. Yeah, sure. Okay, this is the top of the inside bar. Good enough. So 1.20 800, 1.21 600 will be a good zone that I want to watch out for. Okay, so I'm hoping to go long for USD CAD in this case, and the target profit, I think it could be quite high in this case. Okay, just going to put that level because there's a lot of congestion in this zone here. You can see a lot of intersecting levels at this point at 1.27400, and that's good enough. Alright, and that's good enough. But what if price pushes down here? Remember, for your zone to work, right, price need to go inside the zone, and then we will see some price action. Then we will decide. If price breaks out, then price breaks out. But at the rate at where the market is going here in this case, right? Yes, it's a downtrend, correct? Okay, see. Let me give you an example. If you say that, oh no, this is still a downtrend, first of all, can you validate me that it's still a downtrend? Okay, there's a lower high here, so it's still a downtrend, right? There's a lower high here, it's still a downtrend. Yes, I understand. There's a lower high here, it's still a downtrend. Understand. There's a lower high here, still downtrend. Lower high here, still downtrend. Lower high here, still downtrend. Now what about this? Can you validate that it's still a downtrend then? Oh no, this is a liquidity grab. So the thing is, if you cannot explain and define how is a reversal, then you only have one-sided mind. Okay, so there's a chance that this is a reversal because price has came out of this consolidation. It consolidates for more than 5 days, right? So that's a very big clue that telling us where this market want to go. So I expect the US to be strong one way or the other in this case, and the CAD to be weak. So in this case, USD CAD I'm looking for buy, and NZD CAD I'm also looking for buy, which I already entered much earlier than this. Let me go to NZD CAD, which is right here. Okay, which I already entered a bit earlier. Okay, so what trend is this market doing? Okay, from a daily perspective, what do you see? Okay, we can see a lower, let's see the flow of the market, right? Okay, strong movement, all right, and then price corrected itself, and then price continue push, making new lows here, new lows. Price go up, doesn't make new low, and now making new low here. Now what can we expect from here? If we look from here, right, price is holding And the thing that I observe from if you observe from all these candles that we can see right here, right, is that the sell momentum is freaking weak. And then there's an inside bar here. Before this inside bar, price is pushing down, so I'm expecting this inside bar to break out into a reversal in this case, right? The inside bar, let me just mark the level of that inside bar. Okay, inside bar false break with a pin. Okay, with a pin. This is called inside bar combo, inside bar false break with a pin. So that is, to me, then in this case I want to look for a buy. Okay, so you get the buyers on your daily. I say I want to look for a buy in this case. So if you want to look for a buy, then after that, as I say, if your higher time frame, my daily is a higher time frame, then I will go to the lower time frame for my entries. So where will be my probable entries if I want to look for a buy in this pair? Okay, if I want to look for a buy in this pair, I want to see. So price already push up, high, low, high, high already here. So don't give a freak about what's going to happen. Okay, if price can make a double bottom around here, and that's a good price action signal, we want to look to be buyer. Why? Because we can see an order flow also for the H4. Okay, this is the order flow that we are looking at right now. Okay, so should price came down here, we want to be buyers to join our daily buyers of going long for NZD-CAD. Okay, so that is it for NZD-CAD. Can do much more, but Euro USD, right? Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys about Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD, as I said last week, right? I mean, I'm Euro USD. I expect market to drop. I want to be sellers in this case. But it is, I mean, I was expect the movement that I expect that price goes up and then price goes down here, back into this demand zone, and then price goes up again to make a double top before we see some sort of price action here, a sideways movement here, and then before we can see a strong push going towards here, and then go up, down, down, down there, right? So this is what I expect. Okay, first of all, if you look at Euro USD right now, okay, Euro USD right now, first of all, before you want to, so this is our daily trend, right? This is our daily higher time frame trend. So what is the higher time frame trend doing here? Okay, in the higher time frame trend, we are trending? Nope, we are downtrending, right? Why are we downtrending? Because of this bearish pressure. Am I right? Okay, so we can see this is the last high that it's ever made. After that, you make a lower high here because this high is lower than this high, and then you make another lower high here because this high is lower than this high, and then you make another lower high here, and this lower high is an inside bar false break, and then that is where the price break out. And when price break out of the inside bar, that it tells me that that is the order flow. Alright, that where it wanna go. So in this case, from here, can we take a buy? Look at your momentum. There's no momentum for this market to go up, so buy is ruled out. That means since we already defined that this market will go down. Okay, but can we take a sell in this point? At this point, you want to take a sell. Look at your momentum. There is no sell momentum at all, so that is useless to take a sell from here. All in all, last week Euro USD was a waste of time if you trade Euro USD. And for me, when I look at a certain pair, right, if pair have this after a trending move, I will anticipate that it's going to move sideways and momentum is going to be shit. So I don't like to participate in this kind of pair, which I anticipate that the momentum is going to be weak from both sides. So I do not want to be there. I want to take part where there is a potential where the market is going to give me good movements like pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, alright, last week. So that is where I make my trade calls. So an example like the gold last week was a waste of time, just like Euro USD. Okay, it's a waste of time. Last week pound USD, I mean even pound USD, right? If you take this 1.39600, it went down to 1 point. Guess what? 80 pips. So it's still not as big as what we expected as well. Okay, so right now, okay, this is CAD yen. As a CAD yen, I expect market to retest and go down. It did went up to retest right now, and with a weak sell, weak bar momentum in this case. So going forward into next week, CAD yen, as I say, most yen pairs, I expect market to go down. Okay, so in this case, what can we expect from here? You can see lower high here, but there is still some bullish pressure here. So price may just make one more up, so we have to wait and see. Okay, in this case, I would not want to sell yet because there's no pressure from the sellers to push this market down as of yet, but there is an order flow. Okay, there is an order flow for this market to go lower and for this market to continue its downtrend. This is the order flow that we are waiting for and we are looking for, an inside bar breakout as well. So that's the order flow. So we shall wait and see what happens here. It might be go down to the end of the wire, up back to this supply zone, become a double top, and then continue from a reversal here. Okay, this is the first flow, a retest, a double top or triple top, and then the next possible target for this pair would be around here. Okay, which is quite crazy. Okay, but never know. This is what I'm just sharing with you about where I believe that I want the market to go. Where I believe that I want the market to go. Where I analyze the market to go. Sorry, I'm not a big boss. I'm just retailer, you guys. Alright, so pound yen. Okay, I expect market to go with that supply zone as I share with you. Alright, back to Euro USD. Okay, so because if you look from here, right, based on Euro USD, right, what I expect market, I mean, it's going to be major sideways perhaps, even from the weekly, right? If you look from the weekly, right, okay, if you look from the even from the weekly levels, right, and the zones, the demand zone, right, price is still considered sideways in the weekly, right? Because there's no new high, but there's no new low as well. Okay, so it's still a bit unclear in this case. Okay, unclear. Where is price now? Price in the middle, so it's a bit unclear for us to look for. But what can we see from here is that there is a lower high, which is this is the lower high. This is the last high that you make. In this high that you make, this is the last push, right? After that, you don't see any kind of push, except for this push to become a lower high and then price drop. Okay, so we can see that. So of course, the next possible moment to be here, and then whether it breaks here and here to go here and here, that we have to see over the next few weeks or months. Okay, but has Euro been overbought in this case? Slightly overbought, I would say. Okay, slightly overbought. Okay, this is the last push here. This is the second push. So there's a chance that price might go down and retest into this zone here before we see another push up perhaps. Okay, there is a small possibility that this can still go up from here. Okay, why? Because as long as this high low is still here, it can still go up. Okay, but if price break this, then that's it. Price is going on free fall. Alright, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have some good views about how I see the market, and I'll see you guys next week. And July is going to be a great month, so hopefully you all can apply. And over the next 5 days, just wait for my video on inside bar, which is easily one of my best techniques ever. And I'll see you there. Cheers.